guys, welcome back. I'm Emma, and we are playing the vampire game. So, last episode we kind of left off at a cliffhanger. So let's recap from the beginning, though. So, from Kara's research, we figured out that there's a Loa named Kalfu that is known for controlling access to other Loa. So they are kind of good at mind control. There's voodoo dolls involved in all that, and they typically take on the guise of a young man. So we feel like this might be a reasonable lead as to why Edmund Fairway is the way he is and is doing the things that he's doing. So Augustine's research yielded that the Crones, Circle of the Crones, which is kind of like a witchy cult for vampires, might be utilizing that Loa's power, but we're not sure why, and we're honestly not sure how. So we need to get a little bit more information on that. So Lamont and Belle's research yielded that the Wolfgang's riders are based out of a butcher's shop in New Orleans, kind of a back alley near the canals, and it is called the Meat Hook, appropriately. So the entire group decides that they're going to stake out that hideout. Lamont stole some night vision goggles to enable our humans to see a little bit better in the dark. Not that vampires have night vision like elves do in D&D, for instance, but more so their senses accommodate better. So Belle and Kara head into an abandoned third-story apartment building across the way to kind of use as a base to like peek down and surveil. And so Augustine and Lamont are outside. Aiden gave Augustine a gun, a really gaudy, kitschy, like souvenir kind of gun, but it's really expensive and plated with all these like fine metals and shit. And so Augustine takes out all the bullets and leaves the party. So he goes across the street to the Meat Hook. Lamont goes, "This is a bad plan." Heads inside with Kara and Belle. And so when Kara and Belle and Lamont get inside, there are footprints leading up to the third floor, exactly to the room that would be overlooking the butcher shop. There ends up being a pipe bomb right as the entryway when you come up from the stairs and onto the landing where the third floor is. So everybody ends up okay. Belle ends up busting some celerity and willpower and stuff to make sure that all the humans are safe and sound. She darts back inside the stairwell. But now we have that individual to deal with, whoever is there, or if anybody is even there, because you can set up a pipe bomb and then leave it. And so Augustine is inside the butcher's shop, and we're not quite sure where that's going. He's pretending to be a homeless man trying to pawn off the gun that Aiden gave him.
One eternity later.
So that's where we have left off. Much conflict and drama on both sides of the equation.
We're going to go ahead and start off with everybody giving an initiative roll as we resume the confrontation.
That was just 1d10,
Yeah, one die plus your initiative modifier. Alright, so...
Nice
11,
roll,
7.
Steven.
Right? Good
Oh,
job,
man.
Steven.
There we go.
I am such a skilled roller of a digital dice.
Alright, so... Okay, so let's start top of the round. You've been rocked by an explosion. The world's just kind of ringing around you. You're about 20 feet from where you were moments ago as the embrace of a vampire in full speed grips you, pulls you down the stairs, and covers your body as nails and screws embed themselves across the ceiling and the walls right where you were moments ago. The dust is finally slowly settling, but it's still hard to see and it's hard to hear. What would you like to do?
Steven?
I kind of just pick myself up and look around to see if there's anybody who is, like, rushing towards us, or...
So it's hard to see anything because it's still so dark in here. There were a couple of holes in the roof above that now moonlight is shining through as they have fallen, or as the holes have appeared from the explosion. But it's impossible where you're currently at to determine if anybody is coming or really to see much at all.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to move up back to where you were and peek down the hallway again?
Yeah.
All right. You move up to the hallway, and the dust is thick up here. You see that had you not moved, y'all would have been littered with hundreds of nails, screws, bolts from whatever explosive this was. You notice the door is now open slightly and is slowly opening.
Mm.
Roll for stealth. Roll for stealth.
I try and grab the attention of my two companions and point to the door and like try and get myself hidden. So
All right, give
what
me
do
a
I need to roll?
stealth roll. That's going to be dexterity and stealth. Or actually, at this point, wits and stealth, because you're trying to find a good spot to dive behind.
Stealth. Okay, so 5d10. So one success on an 8.
All right, yeah, one success. You were able to quickly shuffle off to the doorway and hide in the corner where they wouldn't be able to see you if somebody does come out.
Okay.
Kara, what would you like to do? You've watched Lamont go upstairs and start hiding after pointing vigorously towards a door that, with your night vision goggles, you're pretty sure is slowly opening.
I'm also gonna hide.
All right, give me a wits plus stealth roll to see if you can find a good spot.
One failure.
All right. As you are attempting to hide, you trip and make a loud noise echo through the hallways as metal hits metal.
Uh-oh.
What would you like to do now?
That's a good question. I'm not actually in the hallway, right?
No, you were moving up the stairs.
Can I turn around and go down?
You can turn around and go back down, yes.
I am totally going to do that. Get out of here. Sorry, Lamont.
All right.
Mm.
Fading over. Augustine.
Yes.
The room full of gangrel has stopped and are all looking at the direction of the explosion that you heard moments ago. And you hear a voice from the back door where they were walking. You start barking out orders. What would you like to do?
Do I hear what those orders are?
They are very muffled. Give me a perception roll, wits plus composure, to see if you can pick up or put together any pieces.
Composure. 7. 2 successes.
All right, you hear the words, "Round up some men. Start a perimeter. The hunters are probably getting close."
Hey, guys, what do you? I mean, what do you? That was a weird noise, huh? Is that something you guys are involved in? I mean, like I said, I don't want any funny business. You know, I'm just trying to get rid of this, huh?
Let's see. You hear the sound of metallic clicking as you see the hammer pulled back on a large revolver as the barrel gets lowered directly towards you.
Oh.
Hey, whoa, what's going on?
And you see one of the guys, they're all wearing butcher's aprons with butcher's cleavers. He's got a revolver pointed directly at you. Maybe he's with the hunters. Maybe this whole thing is a trap.
I really don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I could just leave. I don't want, like, you could take it. I mean, I swear, I just don't want to be involved in any of this. This seems way over my head, you know? I just really trying to get rid of it. Come on, guys.
Give me a
That's persuasion.
persuasion and manipulation roll at a -3.
Oh, no.
Wow. Fuck me. Manipulation is 3, so just my persuasion in that case, which would be 2. Boy, howdy. Fuck, I don't want to get shot, y'all. Fuck. Damn it. Got a failure. Gonna get shot or something. Or something.
Well, wait, no, it's
All right.
manipulation and persuasion.
Yeah, but a
add them
minus
together.
3. Yeah, but a -3 though.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't have
the
three.
-3.
Oh,
All right,
That's right,
Anthony,
that's
you
-3.
rolled a failure. You know the rules. Would you like to gain an experience point
A whole
make
experience point.
to make this a super failure? Or you gain a beat. You gain a beat.
I'm worried my super failure is gonna end up in my
You-
death though.
So I will let you describe the super failure if you would like to take the scene into your own hands the way Steven did when he had his super failure. Or I can come up with that. But you also don't have to. You can just let this pass and take the normal failure.
DUI. Oh god, I don't know if I want to gamble with this. I don't know what that would look like. Could I? So you only described the regular failure. If I did, I don't know if this counts as a super failure, but maybe it would. Maybe it would. Steven's super failure was not the worst super failure. If I guess I'll take it, and I think Augustine gets shot. I think that there's definitely like a hair trigger, like response, right? Like they don't want to take any chances, right? Vampires and hunters, they're not going to mix well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it gets shot, but not. I don't know if it's. Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. If a vampire gets shot through the heart, what happens then?
Not a goddamn thing. You don't really have a heart.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I guess get shot. Like Augustine gets shot near-ish, right? And I think I fall down right from the force of the impact. And I think I'm just going to lay there and not move and just act as if I died.
all right.
I think will be my super failure, right?
you still have to take the damage, but
You're still
I
gonna
still
have
take
to
the damage for sure,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, with that.
So
But I
let's
think
see
that's the
here.
best.
So we're going to say you get shot. Cool. Let's pull up the combat rules. They get to roll dexterity plus firearm.
Can I roll anything like to try to move to minimize where I get hit?
Do you
Or, like,
have
or make it?
defense modifier?
Good question. I do.
What is your defense?
4.
Holy shit. Okay, so that reduces the number of dice,
Oh, nice.
In
Okay, great. Then yeah, I'll
melee,
definitely use
unarmed,
that.
but not in ranged combat.
Oh, not in range. Oh, okay.
Not in ranged.
Where do we do defense?
it's
Lowest of dexterity or wits.
yeah.
Okay, so then
All
you
right.
roll.
Plus athletics.
Oh, plus athletics? Mine does not have plus athletics.
Mine says that
Is it
Oh
on
wait,
the bottom of your
lowest
character sheet?
dexterity or wits. And my defense is only
on the
2.
character
I'm
sheet.
sorry.
Yeah.
2? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, lowest of dexterity or wits. Oh,
That's
plus
fine.
athletics, which is 0. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. My apologies.
No, you're all good. I just got to go find the damage rules.
Either way,
real
it doesn't
quick.
matter in range. So, looks like ranged combat shows dexterity plus firearms.
Right. I just need to see what does that roll change in comparison to the weapon damage that it does. Because we haven't actually done combat yet.
Nope. Well, that's a good time for everything, right?
Yep. Show up, lie to a bunch of gangsters. Just kind of like.
I mean, I got some
That's
information. To be fair, I know that they're being hunted. That's something, right? I mean, you guys are probably finding out that same information too, but we go
without putting ourselves in danger, or leaving the rest of the party, or selling off our benefactors' heirlooms.
Emalynde doesn't even know that he has that, and I can pretend like I lost it.
I mean, you did lose it.
I did. To be fair, I did lose it.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, I hope this does not hurt too bad. So you have a revolver?
So that does 2 damage because he's got a heavy revolver. And you said you've got a 2 defense, so he's going to roll 2d10.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a 3d10 or a 1d10 bonus because of range.
Yeah.
So you get shot.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there stuttering in fear about not wanting to be here, and you just get engulfed in pain as your body gets rocked backwards under the blow of this massive revolver. You're going to mark on your character sheet. So there are 3 types of damage that vampires can take. Aggravated, there's lethal, and then there's the one below that, which is...
I don't know.
Weapon, melee weapon, no, here we go.
I know that aggravated is the one that's like really bad for vampires. That's the one.
Bashing.
Oh, bashing. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably going to be lethal damage, correct?
No, for guns, I'm pretty sure it might be lethal.
It's lethal, but to vampires, it's just like...
Right. So you're going to mark 3 boxes with an
Oh, my
X.
health?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
That might be more than you need to until I can figure out the exact damage track.
Sure, we'll go ahead and
not
just...
tracked in here very well. Cool. Because vampires specifically take damage in a different way.
Yeah.
And like guns, I was pretty sure are just bashing because they don't actually have any capability of really killing a vampire.
Right. Well, it's not...
Knives are actually lethal, and then the stun is aggravated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to linger on it too much.
Yeah. So you drop to the ground, but no blood leaks from your body.
Can I attempt? I don't know if this is asking too much. Can I attempt, because like I'm not dead, obviously, right? Like I'm sure it hurt, right? And I am hurt, but I am hoping to act as if like I am dead and maybe like I'm covering up the blood. I'm attempting to hide in plain sight.
If you want
right?
to spend a vitae,
like
you
act
can,
like I'm bleeding, right?
Yeah, you can use Blush of Life to actively like simulate bleeding.
I think I would like to do that and then like pretend as if I'm dead, right? I don't know if that does count as a stealth roll.
Yeah, I'll give you
my intent is to like act as if I am dead.
Right.
So that
I'll give you manipulation plus stealth plus your hide in plain sight.
Okay.
As you attempt to, because if you're bleeding, they can smell the blood, which was going to be a dead giveaway that you were not actually a human.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So roll me manipulation plus.
So 3, 4, 5, and then in plain sight will give me a +1 bonus to that. Too, right.
So and then let's do, because of the situation being as fucked as it is, let's do a -2.
A -2, so that gives me 4 dice total. All right. Well, let's see if I fuck myself. Come on. Oh, that's 2 successes and a failure, so 1 success plus an explodey. That's something. And another success. Oh my god, thank God. Okay.
Oh, keep it going. Keep
It
that
explodes
roll
again?
train going.
Oh, I did roll again. I just got it. I can't, because I got a 3 on the last
Oh,
one.
there we go. Okay, so
That's 3 successes.
That's
My-
That's
Well,
2 successes.
Yeah, 2 successes. That's
'Cause
still
there's one
better
failure.
than a failure.
Yeah, no, definitely.
all right. So you drop, and you hear, "What the fuck is going on out there?" And you hear some of the guys on the inside of the room go, "Fucking hide the junkie, man! Get the fucking junkie out of here!" And you were shuffled off somewhere. Belle.
Okay, so Lamont alerts her to the fact that the door that they were going to enter is now opening. And Kara trips over some probably debris or something other while she's trying to hide. So our stealth is busted, generally speaking, correct?
Oh, not necessarily. You got to remember, loud ringing is going to affect whoever was in the room as well.
But they were insulated by a door.
I mean, it was a friggin' pipe bomb. I don't think
Yeah,
that's...
there is a. It's not the noise as much as it's the pressure.
Did they
Oh.
hear that gunshot? Did Bellethine hear that gunshot?
Bellethine probably did hear the gunshot.
I
Being
just thought
the
about that. I mean, that's a
vampire.
revolver. That's a
Actually,
big. Like, there's no.
All three of you give me a wits plus composure roll, and let's see, because that's
Alright.
a very good point. Thank you, Anthony.
Wits and composure.
One success.
2 successes. I think
So you-
mine's laggy. Like, I'm not getting people's rolls until
Yeah,
a few seconds
it's
later.
lagging pretty hard.
Yeah, you guys are a little blurry on my end. I can hear your voices fine consistently. The video is going weird. I don't know.
I wonder if
Oh,
that's Google then.
It might be.
Could be because I did a speed test too to see like what my connection was.
Let me run a speed test on
No,
our
I'm still
end.
doing okay as far as connection goes. I
Yeah,
mean,
because I only have my roll. I know Taylor said she has 1 success, but I don't see the roll.
Well, I just got your roll, so yours. You should get mine in a second.
Yeah, that's
I actually
real.
only see Emily's roll on there.
So weird.
Yeah, I'm running a speed test to see what's going on. Yeah, no, our speeds are going pretty hot.
Must be just Google then. I wonder is the app.
I mean, it could be. It could just be the app being slow as hell.
Weird.
All right, so Steven, did you make a roll?
No, I did not.
Roll me wits plus composure so that we can get an idea of if you as well heard the things.
Okay. Wits 3 and composure 5. Let's see. Oops.
No, I got that roll.
Yeah, I got that one too. I still don't have Taylor's.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I
2
rolled.
explosions.
Ooh.
Wow.
I rolled 2 1s and 3 successes. So I
Another
got...
explosion.
Ooh.
So yeah, I don't have Steven's next rolls.
I have Stevens.
I do.
So weird.
Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of successes.
I guess Lamont is.
Lamont knows exactly what a gunshot
Yeah,
sounds like.
Yeah, it makes sense.
3 successes. All right, so
Belle has 2 and Kara has 1.
Alright. Kara hears a gunshot. Bellethine knows that the gunshot came from the direction of the butcher's shop. Lamont knows that that was not the sound of the gun that Aiden would have given them.
But he also knows it doesn't have any bullets, so it couldn't.
Yeah, and also,
Yeah.
so you know.
That's
Oh man.
part of it.
All right.
So, Bellethine, you do hear the gunshot. All of you hear the gunshot go off. Just a single lone crack.
She seems impossibly vexed. because she knows
Such a good word.
what direction that came from. Now, she doesn't know that he has a gun, so she's assuming that someone is firing at him because he had this great idea of infiltrating the base that they were supposed to be watching.
She doesn't know this.
Does she even know that? She just
No.
knows that Lamont
No, 'cause
came
Lamont
back
came
after they
in.
Oh,
walked
yeah,
out.
I came in
Yeah.
and told her.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's right.
That's why she said, fuck him, and they continued onwards. So she's genuinely 175% pissed now. Because what vampire worth his goddamn salt on a stakeout mission is going to fucking go and interact with the people that they're supposed to be staking out? Because that kind of ruins the stakeout.
I mean, yes, you're correct. I mean, I can't. There's no fault there, right? The normal vampire, for sure. Yeah.
So she, like, there is a line of muscle that stands out along her jaw that Kara would probably be privy to because she's closer than Lamont. Lamont's, like, up the stairs behind the doorway into
Kara's
the
like
first
hiding
hall.
behind Belathine because she
Yeah.
failed to hide herself.
It's okay. That works. She's a good barrier. She does not take damage in the same way. So we know the door's opening. We know that fucking Augustine, honest to God, Belathine's just going to leave him here. Like, honestly? Oh, I don't even have my phone to roll. Oh, no. I'll just roll a d20 here. Oh. Thankfully, that is a gracious outlook. She's not going to just pull out and leave Augustine here by himself yet. Not on this roll. So she's collecting herself. The humans are fine. The door is opening. So she's going to awe in the general vicinity. So again, to refresh memories, what awe does is it creates an aura of power and importance so that people want to be around her, which kind of alleviates any desire to harm her. So it's going to remove all her penalties to social roles, Merlin. So that means if she does interact with anybody, it's not going to be at any sort of penalty because she just set off some pipe bomb.
Okay.
That's how that works. And she's going to be able to add her majesty dots, so 2 dice, to any sort of interaction that she's going to have. And that makes the individual who is assumingly coming out of his hidey hole, or her hidey hole, pay attention to Belathine and not want to fuck around with the humans. So she's concentrating attention, making that attention friendly and amiable. And so it makes the humans at less risk of being harmed because of the stupid pipe bomb. So now that she's got awe in effect, she's probably just going to have to go deal with this, because worst case, it's a supernatural. Best case, it's just a human, and I really need to recover those 2 vitae. So she's going to walk up the rest of the stairs. She's going to cast a glance back at Kara, because she wants her to she's kind of cautioning her to stay here with Lamont, non-verbally. And she is going to walk out past the shrapnel and debris as the smoke settles, I guess.
Okay.
And investigate more openly and fully. But she has kind of indicated that the humans might want to hang back a hot second until they figure out exactly what they're up against. So odd and moving into the hallway.
All right. Are you just moving into the hallway and stopping? You're not going to move towards the door?
Is the door continuing to open as she crests that threshold?
Give me a wits plus composure roll to find out. It is very dark, so it is hard for you to tell.
Right, but she can hear.
I thought there was a hole in the ceiling with moonlight coming through
A
it.
little bit of moonlight.
So remember that vampires don't suffer the same sort of consequences for a lack of vision as humans do?
I'm not giving you any negatives.
Oh, okay. Should be using her hearing to compensate.
Correct.
So, wits and composure?
Yes.
Okay. That is 4 successes and 2 of them are exploding. Do I even need to like?
Yeah, so
Oh.
you hear a heartbeat on the other side of the door,
Good.
and it is just going crazy.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. So she's oh no, that's right. She's got those black waist-high leather pants and like an off-the-shoulder crop top in stilettos walking down the fucking hallway after setting off a pipe bomb. Let's
As if
go.
nothing's going on.
Nothing is happening whatsoever. This is completely normal. And that poor individual is likely odd. I don't think there's a resist for odd. No, there's no resist for odd. He's just more amenable to her. Okay.
All right.
That makes it Kara's turn.
Wrong.
That makes it our new
Makes it
heartbeat
my
friend's
go.
turn.
So you're standing right outside the door, correct?
Sure, we can have her approach until she gets there.
Okay. The door slowly opens, and the barrel of a shotgun waves across your vision as you. I guess it's still hard to see, but you see a man.
Mm-hmm.
Frazzled hair, looks like he's wearing some knockoff night vision goggles. He is dressed in full camo, but not like military camo. This looks like what he bought from the hunting store. And you see his vision go across, and then he kind of like backs up a little bit. Who are you? And then he brings the shotgun back up. You're not one of them. What are you?
Do you want me to interact with this?
Give it interaction.
So do I get to like use abilities and stuff still?
Just an interaction right now.
Okay.
So we get to that, and then we will shift turns.
So what did he ask her specifically? Who are you? What are you?
Yes, essentially.
Wondering what exactly you're doing pointing a shotgun in my face.
He kind of like steps forward angrily, just attempting to scoot her back with the barrel of his shotgun. And he goes, "You should leave. How did you?" And he kind of like looks down the hallway and then snaps like, "You're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them vampires."
Does he say it?
And his eyes go wide behind his night vision goggles.
Oh no, are you gonna make me bust celerity or something? No, I'd have to bust vigor, I think, to take this guy out quickly. Okay, so celerity is just movement, and vigor is what I would use if I wanted to use a lot of strength suddenly.
Correct.
Okay.
So he says, "Get on the ground, put your hands behind your back."
How do I want to handle this? I think normally it'd be fun to fuck with him, but the shotgun will actually hurt the humans who are still hidden. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I only have 1 vitae left. How many vitae does a human typically carry?
Now that gets into an interesting question. If we go,
You're gonna eat him up? Eat him up.
I might have to because
What
I
is your
only
blood
have
potency?
1 more. It's just 1. She's just
One?
a wee babe.
So max vitae is 10. You can gain 1 per turn, dealing. We'll worry about that later, but more than 1.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Can I use actions to deal
We will
with this?
stop it there,
Okay.
as you have now made the choice, and we will go, Kara. You hear all of the things going on above. What would you like to do?
Nothing.
Hold action.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't want to put myself in the line of fire, please.
All right. Then we will go Lamont. So there's Lamont first, then Kara. I apologize for getting that out of order. Lamont, what would you like to do?
So I would like to stay hidden, as I do not have a shotgun, and I'm not going to be rushing anybody who does have a shotgun.
All right.
Good
So,
choices for us.
yeah, I think that would be a good way to get myself killed real fast.
All right. Then you stay hidden. Give me a hide roll just to make sure.
Okay, and that was
That's going to be, this one is going to be dexterity plus stealth, since you're no longer trying to be smart about it.
30 plus stealth. So that should be 4. One success.
All right, you maintain your stealth. All right, sidebar. A vessel has a number of vitae equal to its health dots. In game turns, an average adult human contains 7 points worth of vitae.
Wow.
You inflict 1 point of lethal damage on the vessel each time you drink one.
Okay.
And you can do with your blood potency, you can drink 1 dot per turn.
So am I to understand that to kill him, she would need to drink 7? To,
Yeah, I think so.
Or you could just like beat him unconscious and then just drain him without him resisting. Or you can charm him into allowing you to feed. And then he would just die after a while.
Yeah, because this is problematic.
So, that aside, we will worry about that. Augustine. The last thing you feel before you are engulfed in darkness are strong gloved hands hurling you through an opening.
Oh no, are they going to put him in the freezer?
And the door shuts behind you.
Oh, fuck me. Did I see before as I get transported?
Mm-hmm.
Do I see who that voice belongs to?
No, it was from behind the door.
Nobody came out of the door in that moment as I was being transported. Nothing of that.
Nothing.
Okay.
So you're laying in darkness for a moment, and then all of a sudden you feel light, wet licks across your body.
Oh no.
Fingers start slowly grabbing onto your clothes as the licks start turning into teeth trying to break through.
This is so monster.
Hands? Did you say hands?
Yeah, hands. Homie.
Are they little hands? Or are they like...
No, it is darkness. All you feel is like tongues, and then hands gripping, and then teeth biting.
But hands can vary in size. There's a difference between you touching me on the arm and a toddler.
Correct.
Can I...
Panic? Yes.
Yeah.
Please do so.
I mean, yes. Yes, as a first and foremost. Let me see.
Oh my god, are they like growing baby vampires back there in the back? Like, what the fuck?
Can I use, since it's darkness, I would like to use my beast hackles initially.
Okay.
To focus on if somebody is about to attack me or pinpoint like the weakest person. So I want to know, like, I'm trying to gauge the amount of danger that I am in based on like the strength of the grab and the lick, and like what would happen if I potentially like moved in this moment, right? Is my intent with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do wit plus empathy plus the points that I have in auspex.
Correct.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a good chance of success. It's 2 successes because of that 1 failure, and then 1 exploding. Okay, so 2 successes. So success, I can ask 1 question of the storyteller. The answer should include imagery, right, conjured by the beast. You can fake the answer. Can only answer immediate questions about danger or weakness. My question to you is like the kind of my intent, right? I guess best question. What if I move what level of response, or I guess like, will I immediately be attacked if I move in this moment, right? Can I sense that it's like, does it seem like an animal like going? I know I can't see it, right? So I have a hard
Right.
sense, but
So, yeah, to answer that, your sense, your beast tells you that moving is your best chance to survive.
okay,
That
great,
what's reaching for you is already in a weakened state.
great, 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 great. In that case, I will. Augustine immediately stands up, taking, I guess, keeping the coat on. So stands up, whips around, puts his back to the door, and puts a hand out in an attempt to feel if there's like, is this door like locked from the outside? Is it like a freezer door that like I can push something to open? I'm looking for that exit in that moment and attempting to, like, in that complete darkness, visualize anything I can from any amount of light as far as like what this thing is.
Right. The door seems locked.
Okay,
You're not
great.
sure if it's locked from this side or the other side, but in your brief moment of panic, you're not able to figure out how to get the door to open.
Great.
The gripping hands have slipped off of you.
Great.
As the mouths have moved away from you as you have moved
Mouths,
to the wall.
Mouths? Did you say
Fuck me.
plural
Oh,
mouths?
Yeah, plural mouths. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is all good info. This is something.
No, that's
Um,
bad info. That's
you-
mini mouths.
I mean, like it's info to bring back later for the story. Oh god. Okay, they pull back. Sorry.
That's what you get. It is pitch black in here.
And no. Okay, great. Yeah, we move on. We'll come
All
back.
right. All right.